Success. I'm Rania Al-Azabi. Welcome to all our viewers around the world. Each time we'll be bringing compelling and inspiring profiles. Each and every story you tell gets us closer to people who have the power to bring in change and make a difference. Now, let's get started. Today we're honoring one of Egypt's renowned names, both in medicine and photography. He started off his life joining the Faculty of Medicine, while ultimately leading a career into photography. He kind of put photography into medicine and medicine into photography. Let's study the man up close and see what he's doing right now. Start by asking you, why did you choose medicine as a career? Before the interview, you told me that you were following the path of your sister and uncle, and you were in the desire to help people.
First, my older sister actually she is doctor, and my uncle is he is a physician for the chest physician, and both of them they encouraged me when I was studying that I want to be a doctor, as I saw that how much the message they are wanted to give to help the people and treat the people. So actually I put this in my mind that I want to help the people. I want to make something good for them, and they continue their life and social life after accidents or after any disease, and also to prevent, because we have many habits or many wrong activities in our life that we can prevent them, and so we can prevent the disease from the occurrence.
You have quite well contributions to the specialty you were in. Give us some information about it.
About the photography?
Not photography. No, I'm talking about medicine. You have contributions in medicine. Tell us some information about the contributions you did in this specialty.
Actually, I'm orthopedic surgeon, and after my graduation, I was choose this. It is one of the branches of the surgery. The surgery it is technical, and it is neat and art, and the hands of the surgeons. Of course, it is an artistic hand, which it is in his back of his ground. How he can create the operation, how he can prepare the operations, how he can post-operative can make a designing for the operation, and that's why I was chosen. I will be an orthopedic surgeon. I took this career in my study as a resident in one of the big hospitals here in Egypt, and then I took the MS orthopedic surgery, and then I did not stop for that. I was continuing to take an MD degree of orthopedic surgery.
What about your contributions outside Egypt?
The contribution in Egypt, actually, I like the research work.
Outside Egypt?
Outside Egypt, I was take many opportunity for the training abroad. Not only that when I was a medical student, but I take the opportunity also when I was a student in medical school. I went for England in the summer vacation in the second year and the fourth year, because I'm like the painting. I visit many museums. And actually, I was directed by some of my colleagues and professors in the art. Please, Muhammad, you must visit these museums and make the background not only for the pharaonic history, Islamic history, Coptic history. You must see by your eyes what the world look, and what are the modern schools of the art. And so actually I was visit many museums, whether this is a historical museums in England, in France, in Switzerland, beside my training. And when I was, and after the graduation, I take an fellowship of Switzerland. I went for Basel in Switzerland. I went for St. Gallen. So during these visits, I was making photo exhibitions inside the hospitals. I make in the 4 big hospitals abroad, beside my training as an orthopedic surgeon, photo exhibitions. I was very successful because I was taking interlink between the people there, the different culture, and my culture as the Egyptian citizen.
Give us some information about the exhibitions that were organized in hospitals. What for and what results did they yield?
Of course, this is a very good question. And when I was starting to make this exhibition, it was a medical photography. And you know that, of course, there is a big link between the photography and our practice. We'll give this more details later. So actually, in our research or our documents, you need a good camera. You need a good documents. You can be a professor and you can be a very good researcher, but you cannot transport what you have for the people, for your colleagues. So this is a very important tool. And so I was start a medical photography in Stanmore in London, one of the royal hospitals in London. I made a medical photography, and beside that, there is just before me, there is another medical photography. I make a big research about the osteoarthritis of the knee and how they are used a microscopic photography for very close to the cells and all of that. So this was also helping me. Not beside that, a medical photography, I was used to transfer the peoples of the country which I was visit in Switzerland, in Marseille, in France. I was making Korea, South Korea in Seoul, and lastly in Kurgan in Russia. I was transfer all of my culture in my country to the people there. I was presenting myself as an ambassador to transfer Luxor, Aswan, our deserts, our folklore, and the people, they are very, very happy. And at the same, I was very happy, feeling that I am not only doctor. Actually, during this photography, as you start your question, there is a big link between the photography and the medicine. And as you said that you have an orthopedic surgeons, we are using the camera not only for the arthroscope, for diagnosis, and also we are using the camera for the very advanced in the gait analysis, in special analysis for the handicapped children and the handicapped people. We are using special technology for using a camera, which it is an infrared camera. So actually, there are very good bridge between the orthopedic surgeons and my medicine and photography, which we are taking there. Both of them, they are enrich each other, and they give me in advanced steps.
A term that emerged as we were talking about the interview is photography art therapy. Would you give us some definition for this term?
Actually, there is many definitions about these items, photography. There is what is called phototherapy. Phototherapy, it is the treatment by special colors of a lamp, which it is give special rays, and this is they are using also in the premature babies. And also there is what is called now a color therapy. Color therapy is a part of art therapy, which they can use the different colors for the helping and treating the schizophrenia, the depression, the mania, and all of that. So actually, the using the camera and photography as a part of the art therapy, it is now in the nowadays and the beginning, the end of the last century, the beginning of this 21st century, they have using the new modalities of digital camera for taking a more advanced in healthcare of our patients in advanced diagnosis and advanced treatment. Not only of that, they are using it for the treatment of the handicapped children and handicapped people. They are using for the drug abuse. They are using for enriching of the physiotherapy and rehabilitation. In last centers, when I was in Vienna, they are using the camera for sport medicine. And there is very advanced analysis for taking a very high models and diagnosis of the defects which is present in the muscles and the gait, because they are improving the physiques and improving the player to must have achieved a golden medal, why he did not have achieving all of this. So actually, nowadays the photography, it is giving a much more advanced in medical service and increasing the total quality management, not only in the colors of the hospital, but putting the photography in big scales in the entrance of the hospital, in the entrance of the emergency room, in the entrance of the inpatient room.
Talk to us a little bit about your prizes and times you were honored outside and inside Egypt.
Actually, these prizes, it is a part medical and part it is...
No, we're talking medicine for the time being.
For medicine, I took the prizes from a medical syndicate. It is Yawm al-Tabib, it is the Doctor Day, and because I was making a combination of the doctor and keeping the art with me, and this was a big push for me that I must not leave one of them. There is some of my professor, Muhammad, please, if you want to concentrate on one part, but I never, because I find them, both of them, they are enriching each other. Not only that, I was continuing the MS degree and the MED degree. I took a very advanced researches in the spine surgery, and we are making this spine surgery with using special techniques, using the camera, video, and photography, which it has helped my researchers to take all of this degree in advance.
Half a century journey in the field of medicine, you must have faced a lot of challenges. Talk to us a little bit about it.
These actually challenges, I was break this at the end of my graduation. I took to the all my artwork to the art college in Zamalek, and at that time I was not a photographer. I used photography just only in person.